Arrival and survival, age 18. The bus station night. Sarah, 18, exhausted, red eyes from crying, steps off the bus clutching a worn suitcase. The city is overwhelming, lights, noise, crowds. She looks lost and frightened. Ziza, 26, tough but warm, pushes through the crowd. Ziza, Sarah. They embrace. Sarah breaks down crying. Sarah, Ziza, I can't believe they're gone. Both of them. I don't know how to do this. Ziza, holding her. I know, honey. I know. But you're here now. You're safe. Come on, let's go home. Ziza's apartment, night. A tiny, cramped one-bedroom apartment. Clean but worn. Ziza shows Sarah a couch with blankets. Ziza, it's not much, but it's home. You'll sleep here. Sarah, looking around, I'm so grateful. I promise I won't be a burden. I'll find work, I'll pay rent. Ziza, stop. We're family. Your mother was like my sister. You stay as long as you need. Sarah, I lost everything, Ziza. The house, my parents, my whole life. I don't know who I am anymore. Ziza, then we'll figure it out together. One day at a time. The city streets, next day. Sarah walks through crowded streets, carrying a newspaper with job listings circled. She's overwhelmed and intimidated. Sarah enters a convenience store. Owner barely looks up. No openings. Sarah enters a laundromat. Manager, come back next month. Sarah sits on a bench, counting her dwindling money, worried. She touches a scarf in her bag, her mother's, and draws strength from it. The diner, afternoon. A busy, modest diner. Sarah enters desperate. She approaches the owner, Emma. Chin, 50s, stern but observant. Sarah, excuse me, are you hiring? Chin, not looking up. You ever wait tables? Sarah, no, but I'll learn. I'm a hard worker. Please, I really need this. Chin, studying her. You look exhausted. When's the last time you ate? Sarah, I'm fine. I just need work. Chin, sit down. Mrs. Chin brings her soup and bread. Sarah tries not to cry as she eats. Chin, what's your story? Sarah, I lost my parents 3 weeks ago. I came here to live with my cousin. I have nothing. But I'll work harder than anyone. I promise. Chin, pause. You start tomorrow. 6 a.m. Don't be late. Sarah, shocked, grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ziza's apartment, night. Sarah bursts in, excited. Ziza is cooking cheap ramen. Sarah, I got a job. At a diner. Ziza, hugging her. I knew you would. See. Things are starting to look up. Sarah, I start tomorrow morning. Ziza, I'm scared. What if I mess up? Ziza, you won't. And even if you do, you'll learn. That's what this year is about. Learning to stand on your own. The diner, first week montage. A montage of Sarah's first week. Burns her hand on hot coffee, winces but continues. Drops a tray, dishes shatter everywhere. A rude customer yells at her, she fights back tears. Mrs. Chin shows her how to balance multiple plates. By Friday, she's moving faster, more confident. Mrs. Chin hands her first paycheck. Sarah stares at it in disbelief. Ziza's apartment, several months later. Sarah and Ziza share a simple dinner. Sarah looks more settled but still carries sadness. Ziza, you seem different. Stronger. Sarah, I'm surviving. That's all. Ziza, that's everything. But Sarah, surviving isn't the same as living. What do you want? For your future? Sarah, I don't know. I never thought past today. Ziza, maybe it's time to start thinking bigger. What about school? Sarah, I don't even have my high school diploma. And college costs money I don't have. Ziza, there are GED programs. Community colleges with financial aid. You're smart, Sarah. You could do something with your life. Sarah, scared, what if I fail? Ziza, what if you don't? The library evening. Sarah researches GED programs on a computer. A kind librarian, 60s, helps her navigate the information. Librarian, it's brave what you're doing. Starting over. Sarah, I don't feel brave. I feel terrified. Librarian, courage isn't the absence of fear. It's doing what you need to do despite the fear. You've got this. Sarah prints out registration forms for GED classes. Get classroom night. Sarah sits in a classroom with other adult students. A teacher, 40s, encouraging, leads the class. Teacher, most of you are here because life got in the way of your education. That's not failure, that's life. But you're here now and that's what matters. Sarah opens her notebook and begins to study with fierce determination. Various locations, montage, age 19. A montage showing Sarah's double life. Working at the diner during the day. Attending GED classes at night. Studying on the subway. Ziza quizzing her with flashcards. Sarah falling asleep over her books. Taking the GED exam, nervous but focused. Opening an envelope she passed. Crying happy tears with Ziza. The park evening. Sarah sits alone on a bench, holding her GED certificate and a photo of her parents. Sarah to the photo. I did it, Mama. I got my diploma. I know it's not the same as finishing high school like you wanted, but it's something. It's a start. She wraps her mother's scarf around her shoulders. Sarah, I miss you both so much. But I'm doing what you taught me. I'm not giving up. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to make you proud. Scene 12, the diner, promotion. Mrs. Chin calls Sarah to the office. Chin, you've been here almost a year. Never late, never complained. I'm promoting you to shift supervisor. Sarah stunned, really? Amorous. Chin, more responsibility, better pay. You've earned it. Also, I heard you got your GED. Congratulations. Sarah, thank you. For everything. You gave me a chance when no one else would. Ars? Chin, you gave yourself a chance. What's next? College? Sarah, maybe. I'm looking into it. Chin, don't just look. Do. Community college, first day, age 20. Sarah walks through campus, nervous but excited. She's holding a map and schedule. She finds her classroom, Introduction to Psychology. She sits in the back. Jasmine, 20, friendly, outgoing, sits beside her. Jasmine, first day? Sarah, that obvious? Jasmine, laughing, you have that terrified but trying to hide it look. I'm Jasmine. Sarah. Jasmine, want to study together sometime? College is brutal. We should help each other. Sarah, surprised, touched, really? Yeah, I'd like that. Sarah smiles, her first real friend in the city. Campus cafeteria weeks later. Sarah and Jasmine study together, surrounded by textbooks. Jasmine, so what made you decide on nursing? Sarah, I took care of my parents when they were sick. I felt helpless. I want to help other families not feel that way. Jasmine, that's beautiful. And hard. You okay talking about them? Sarah, sometimes. I'm learning. I started seeing a counselor at the student health center. Jasmine, good for you. Seriously. A lot of people wouldn't. Sarah, I was one of those people. But I realized I was just running from the pain. Now I'm trying to face it. Therapy session. Sarah sits with Dr. Patel, 35, warm, professional, in the student counseling center. Dr. Patel, how are you feeling about your progress? Sarah, better. Not healed, but better. I can talk about my parents now without completely falling apart. Dr. Patel, that's significant growth. Tell me about your support system. Sarah, my cousin Ziza. She's been my rock. My friend Jasmine from school. Mrs. Chin from work. They're like my family now. Dr. Patel found family can be just as powerful as blood family. Are you open to romantic relationships? Sarah, not really. I'm still figuring out who I am. I don't want to lose myself in someone else. Not yet. Maybe not for a long time. Dr. Patel, that's very self-aware. There's no timeline for these things. The diner, late night. Sarah is closing up. A sick child, 5, comes in with his mother, 30s, panicked. Mother, please, do you have ice? My son has a fever and I'm trying to get to the hospital but my car broke down. Sarah immediately goes into action. Sarah, to Mrs. Chin, call 911. She gets cold compresses, checks the child's responsiveness, keeps him conscious. The ambulance arrives. The paramedic nods approvingly. Paramedic, good work. You may have saved his life. After they leave, Sarah sits down, shaking. Us? Chin, where did you learn to do that? Sarah, taking care of my parents. And my nursing prerequisites. I knew what to look for. Us? Chin, you're going to be an amazing nurse. Ziza's apartment, Sarah's 21st birthday. Jasmine, Mrs. Chin, and Ziza throw Sarah a small surprise party. There's cake and simple decorations. Everyone's surprised. Sarah, overwhelmed, you guys. Ziza, raising a glass, to Sarah. 3 years ago you arrived broken and scared. Look at you now, working, going to school, helping others. We're so proud. Sarah, emotional, I couldn't have done any of it without all of you. You became my family when I lost mine. Jasmine, and we're stuck with you now. Everyone laughs and hugs. Nursing program application. Sarah sits at a computer working on her nursing program application. Ziza reads over her shoulder. Ziza, describe why you want to be a nurse. What are you writing? Sarah, reading, when I was 18 I lost both my parents. I cared for them but I felt helpless. I want to give other families the knowledge and comfort I couldn't provide. I want to turn my greatest pain into my greatest purpose. Ziza, wiping tears, they'd be so proud of who you've become. Sarah, I hope so. She clicks submit. The mailbox weeks later. Sarah holds an envelope from the nursing program. Her hands shake. Ziza stands beside her. Ziza, open it. Sarah tears it open and reads. Her face lights up. Sarah, I got in. I got into the nursing program. They scream and embrace, jumping around. Sarah, this is really happening. I'm going to be a nurse. Nursing school, first day. Sarah enters the nursing building in fresh scrubs. An instructor, 45, addresses the class. Instructor, welcome to nursing school. This will be the hardest thing you've ever done. But if you make it through, you'll have the privilege of saving lives. Sarah sits up straight, ready. Various locations, final montage, age 22. A montage showing Sarah's life at 22. In nursing school, studying anatomy models. Working part-time at the diner, now confident and skilled. Studying with Jasmine in the library, both exhausted but laughing. Clinical rotations, taking vitals on real patients. Therapy session with Dr. Patel, looking healthy and strong. Visiting parents' graves, sitting peacefully talking to them. On the rooftop with Ziza, looking at the city they call home. Alone in her small room, looking at her achievements with pride. Helping a new scared girl at the diner, paying kindness forward. The hospital, volunteer shift. Sarah volunteers in the hospital in her nursing student scrubs. She helps an elderly patient, 75, into a wheelchair. Elderly patient, you're going to be a wonderful nurse. Sarah, thank you. I'm trying. Elderly patient, what made you choose nursing? Sarah, I lost my parents when I was 18. I promised myself I'd learn to help others not feel as helpless as I did. Elderly patient, they'd be proud. Sarah, touching her mother's scarf. I hope so. She wheels the patient down the hall. The rooftop, sunset. Sarah sits alone on the rooftop of Ziza's building, writing in her journal. The city spreads out before her, beautiful in the golden light. Sarah, voiceover as she writes, Dear Mama and Papa, I'm 22 now. It's been 4 years since I lost you. 4 years since I came to this city broken and alone. I'm not that girl anymore. I'm in nursing school. I have friends who are family. I have a job, a home, a future. I'm still single, still learning who I am outside of my grief. But I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm becoming someone I'm proud of. She pauses, looking at the city. Sarah, voiceover continues, I miss you every day. But I'm not just surviving anymore. I'm living. I'm building a life that honors everything you taught me. Thank you for making me strong enough to do this. I carry you with me always. Love, Sarah. She closes her journal. Ziza comes up to the rooftop. Ziza, there you are. Dinner's ready. Sarah, standing, coming. They walk toward the door together. Ziza, you okay? Sarah, smiling genuinely, yeah, I really am. She looks back at the city one more time. The place that scared her 4 years ago now feels like home.